All right, check, check. What are we doing here? Let me move myself down here. Ew. Move myself down here. So I got to record with Zoom here. My OBS is behaving here with this layout. So, all right, here we are. What's up? What's up? Anyways, guys, this video is going to be awesome. I want to get right to it because it's going to be a longer video. What we're going to do is we're going to run SwappyBot from Asia Thursday night, London through the night, and all the way through Friday's cash session. Okay. And you're going to see how good this thing is. All right. So what is SwappyBot? Real quick, SwappyBot is the trading algorithm I have built to trade the mathematical framework of the market. This is my understanding of the market. This is my edge. This is what I've studied. This is what I learned. This is what I've worked on to refine. The market is always moving within a fractal mathematical grid of levels. Doesn't matter going all the way from monthly levels and breaking it all the way down to like a 5-minute chart. It's always trading within grids of levels, and we get expansion and contractions. And if you understand the mathematical code, great things happen. It produces these wonderful levels that the algorithms work off of, and I understand it. Not too many people understand it. What does that mean? Well, it means I'm just a big nerd who is obsessed with figuring this out, right? Because I know I can make a mint off it, right? It's been years and years and years of studying, refining, learning, refining, working, learning how to code, building code. And now we're at 6,500 lines of code in this algo and another probably, I don't know, 1,800 lines of code here to calculate the math. The math works off any market you work on. Okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's small caps. Doesn't matter if it's large caps. Doesn't matter if it's lean hog, sugar futures, NQ, ES, gold, silver, oil. Doesn't matter. It's always working in its own auction within a fractal framework of levels. That's why you can tell me any price in the world and I can just tell you levels. Doesn't matter what it is. You can say, give me Apple levels. And I'll be like, where's it trading? You can be like, oh, it's trading at this much. And I'll be like, okay, cool. And I'll tell you all the levels currently that it's working on. That's how good I understand it. Now, let's just get into it. That being said, if you like what I'm doing, there's 100 licenses for this thing, and that's it. There's no more. That's all I'm going to put out there for retail. We've been trading this privately as a group with like 25 of us for like 4 or 5 months. And it's phenomenal. We're outperforming everything, and nothing even comes close to what we're doing. And there's a whole education suite to go on top of this. It's not just like, here you get all these studies. I included all. Yes, you get studies for Sierra and Light and NinjaTrader, but there's a whole education suite, right? So all the guys that are with me that have been with me forever, and if you come into chat, you'll be with us. This is all we trade. So don't bring any of that nonsense with you. All that other crap, we don't want to hear about it. This is what we do, right? And let's let her run. Okay, I won't comment too much. Let me just let her buck here, and I'll just kind of talk our way through things. What you'll see here is you'll see the trades coming in here. You'll see the P&L here going up and down. You'll see the winning percentage, trades, wins, losses here, and you'll see all the stats just auto-calculate as the trades roll in, right? We're going to play this at 30x because this is going to be a bit of a longer video. We're going to go from Asia, London, all the way through Friday's close. Right? We'll stop it at 3 o'clock like we always do. Let's roll. All right, so we're open. This is the first candle of Asia right here. We're open. I'll try not to talk too much. All right, so we've got our first long in the books there. Wants to take that long. But this is... There's my kid. Sorry, you might hear my kid in the background. It's the weekend, man. I'm usually on dad mode here. I like to turn my brain off on the weekend, but I got to do this video here because people have been like, maybe, but trust me, you will never outsmart my code. You won't trade better than it. I don't even trade better than it, right? Because code doesn't have any emotions. It just does its thing. It does what it's supposed to do. It doesn't think. It just boom. Okay. So how is this set up? I forgot to say that. It's 1 hour risk. So each trade we're going to risk $250 and we're going to make $250. In order to do that and to be successful, we got to have a high win rate. This is why I wanted to showcase this on a 1-to-1. You can adjust SwappyBot to trade 2 hour trades, 4 hour targets, whatever you want. You can set it, right? But for this reason, for this video, we're going to do 1-to-1. So it's got to be good. Okay, it's got to be good. So we're in our first long. Trying to get Phil here, right? There we go. We're up $250. There you go. $245. There we go. Right here, 100% win rate, one trade, one winning trade, one long. They say all the stats will break down as we go. But imagine this happening. Imagine you're going to bed and you're letting this thing just run. Obviously, with risk parameters, we've got max daily loss cutoff, max profit cutoff. We've got a trailing R cutoff, where if you let this thing run, it starts stack of wins that you can set it to only give a certain amount back. Trust me, this thing it's kitted out. There we go. Nice little pop. So we're 1 for 1. Asia can be awesome. Asia can be slow, right? But trust me, if you can get into the 3 to 4 hour a day crowd and you're consistent on that 4 out of 5 days a week, you are in the top like 2-3% of traders in the world. That's all it takes. But majority of you've got emotional problems and you don't know how to trade because you let your emotions get involved. This is why I code everything. I don't worry about it. I just let it do its thing. And you can too. It's up to you. So right now we're trading this level. We're rejecting it, but it's not giving us the signals or the requirements to be able to trade this level short. That's the magic that's going on underneath the hood of the algorithm. It's looking for certain things, those certain things I won't discuss. I do it privately. So we're just waiting here. I'll try to take up some dead air here as we trade here. Because there's some dead periods. Now it's looking like, hey, this could set up a long here. It might. If this thing closes green and I don't really like it. Oh, there we go. Whew. Save my ass there. And you'll be surprised when this thing is done. It's going to make 17 times, I think 16 or 17 times what I risk, right? Putting us pretty much at the #1 spot, right? There's nothing out there that retail can get their hands on that can perform like this performs, as long as you know how to use it, right? This isn't something you're just going to be like, yeah, set it and forget it, max contracts. Nope. You're going to have to come and learn and get familiar with it. But like I said, there's 100 licenses available for it. Once those are gone and they're in operation, that's it. We're not looking to saturate the market with this stuff. It's important. So we didn't get a fill in the short. You can see it wants a short order there. Wants to go short. We really want to go long here because this is our main level, this 492. This was our banger level of the day. Let's see, the market's scared to touch it, right? It's scared to trade it. Scared to trade it. SwappyBot also has a really strong order queue system in there, which saves orders as they're valid, and as they're invalid, it has an invalidation script where it removes them from the algorithm in the queue of orders. And swappy means that it's going to swap orders all the time. It's going to swap orders based off how it swaps orders. I'm not going to get into that, but it's very, very robust. You can run it from a 4-hour framework to 30-minute, 10-minute tick chart, whatever time frame you're comfortable on, you can run SwappyBot on. It just adjusts. The criteria of entry never changes. It'll just adjust to the time frame that you put it on, which is the beautiful thing about it. So chill session here so far. We've only got one trade, but trust me, things are going to get exciting. It's going to speed up. Just bear with me. I told you it'd be a longer video here, so I'm going to do my best not to talk too much. So here we go. We're trading our main level here. Let's see if we hold it and see if we can generate a long. See if it gives us what we want. And you'll see the order cancel up there, and then you'll see it go for it lower. Watch this. This is why I call it SwappyBot. Boom. All right, now it wants this. Will it come back and give us a fill? Who knows? Maybe it'll go straight up and miss us on the short. Maybe it'll save our ass. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can get a fill for the long. Oh, misses by a tick. That's going to happen a lot. These orders, the market works off these levels that I've calculated. They definitely do. So they'll miss you by a few ticks and you'll get aggravated, but just trust the process, right? Trust the process. You start intervening with the algo and moving orders around, you're going to get all types of messed up and your R is going to be upside down and you don't want that. Just leave it alone, right? If it goes without you, who cares? Trust me, when you see the end result of this thing, you'll realize what I'm talking about. Oh, so you just got to leave it alone and let it work. Okay. Might get a fill here. So now we got a short here. Okay, now we're long. Okay, cool. Long, profit. Boom. Just made another 250 bucks. So we're up 500 bucks. Now this thing might go short right away here. I don't like it, but we'll let it take it. Yeah, watch this. Boom, it's short. Is it going to go short? Is it going to get filled? So try to go for the short. Okay, it's filled. We're short. So now we're short. So it was long and then it automatically flipped short, right? That's why we call it SwappyBot. Show me another algo that can do that. That retail can get its hands on. There we go. There was another R. Beautiful. So now we're up 3R. No, these are not sunglasses, guys. These are screen glasses. I spend a lot of time on screens, so I protect my eyes. Do, 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 do. So we're coming close to almost 11 o'clock here Eastern Standard Time at this point. So I'll let you know when London opens. I think it's right around 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as we get close to that, you'll see the candles kind of change color. They won't be kind of shaded like this. So we'll wrap up. I think we wrap up Asia at like plus 1,200 bucks, which is phenomenal. USD, right? Convert that to Canadian for my Canadian friends here. Flirt rate around 1,800 bucks Canadian. While you're sleeping. So we're short now, right? Now this looks like a pretty strong auction. Let's see if we take a loss here. We're just going to let it go through the motions here. All right, so far we're winning. Can we get the fill? That's the question. There we go. Hey, another one and another one. So now we're at 4R, right? This is a perfect session. This is all you need. This is like your top of the food chain right here. If you get 4R out of this, see you later. We got 100% win rate. We haven't lost a trade yet. Let's see if we set up the long again here off our 492. Yep. Let's see if we get a fill. Probably just takes off without us. Can I get a fill? Can we 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 get a fill? Fill that order. Come on. Come on. I think it's one more trade. We get one more win here before the close of Asia. It might be this one if we get filled. And then London starts. We might take a win and a loss and another win. I don't know. Okay, cool. We're long. Okay, we're in long. Trying to get a fill for profit. Doesn't seem like much, man, but 1Rs add up. They add up. Most people try to swing for the fences and go get big trades. I'm a big fan of just taking constant 1R paychecks out of the market all day long. Right? This is how I like to trade SwappyBot. I think we're gonna get stopped out here. Let's see. They might just run the stop and then bring her back up. Looks like that's what they're gonna do. So we'll probably be the bottom tick right here. If they run it down, it'll probably be the bottom tick, and then we just go. Yeah, there it is. So we took a loss there. You're like, oh my God, fucking lost money. Trust me. You're going to give at least 20% of your money to the market, 25% of your money to the market. What I tell you? Bottom tick there, and then she goes. So we'll just let her keep going. I'll move these over here a little bit. Trust me, there's many more trades coming. London's about to open here. See if we close green here. See if we can get a good close, a decent close of trigger long here. Yep. Okay, we'll go long. Okay, we're long. Try the level again. Sets up again. We'll take it long. See if we can get a 1R fill here. There we go. I'll get you some in a bit. I got you. All right, there we go. Now we're pushing. Now this thing's gonna probably go 2-3R here, right? So we're just taking 1R trades. Remember, I'm showcasing like how good this thing can really rack it off trades, right? Okay, cool. Takes the long again. If it comes back down, we're still valid there for the long. And the open of London's coming here. I think it takes a long rate at the open. Yeah, I think this sets up for a long, and we go long right at the London Open here, right off this top level. But it's got good context. We'll see if it's a win. Watch this. Boom, swaps for the order. See how it follows price action up? That's exactly why it's superb. It will always stay on top of the price action. And now London's going to open here. This is the last, I think, last candle. 10, 20, 30. Wonder we got stop out. Oh, oh. Oh, it's tight. That was about 1 tick, 2 ticks shy. We'll see. I think if this trade goes to profit, that's where we wrap up Asia at like $1,230.
Sugar toast.
Okay, give me a sec. I'll be with you. I got you. So it's tight here, right? It feels like we're gonna get stopped. We'll just let it rock. This is the last candle before the London Open right here. Okay, we're open on London. Watch it. Watch how tight this is. Take me out of the trade. This is how good our stop placement is. There you go. All right, let's see if we can get a win out of this. All right, we sat through the worst of it. Let's try to get some profit here. See if we can get back to that $1,200 in profit. Tight. Missed a fill by about a tick, right? This is how sessions can drive you nuts. We're just going for 1 hour trades, man. We're not going for anything crazy. And there we go. Awesome. So $1,237, 85% win rate, 6 wins, 1 loss. Pretty damn good. World class. Now, once the long again, we'll just keep firing the long until it becomes invalid. You probably hear the TV in the background. My kids are playing here, so sorry, but not sorry. Ooh, just missed a fill. We're trying to go long here. There, we're long. Okay, let's see if we hold. Trust me, losses are coming, but there's a whole lot more wins coming too. There we go. There's another win. We're at $1,482 USD. Right, 87%, 87.5% win rate, 7 wins, 1 loss. Pretty damn good. World class. Now there's news at 8:30 EST on this day on Friday, but we'll just let it trade through it. Excuse me. I don't think there's anything else kind of talk about SwappyBot while this thing goes on. Honestly, guys, it's just a project that I'm really proud of, and I think it beats anything that's in the retail market. That's why we're keeping the licenses fairly tight. I have no desire to turn this into like this big subscription thing because I just don't want to manage a bunch of people. I'd rather just focus on trading with a group of people, and that's it. I've traded with the same guys with this system for like I don't know, 3, 4 years, and we've kept it pretty tight. We're short here now. I don't know if I really like this trade, but let's let it pan out. So, if you like it, if you like what you see and you want to learn more, you can pop into the free side of the chat and just ask me questions. Right? There's no pressure to join anything. Everything's done on the learning side of the chat, but it's the whole free side of chat. You can talk to me. There we go. We got another one. And you can ask me all the questions you want. I'm not going to tell you how it's coded or anything, that's for sure. But there's a whole education suite on that side. But if you want to ask me any questions, by all means, pop in. Ask me anything you want. We're short again. Yeah, I don't know. This thing looks like it wants to go here. So I think a loss is coming. Yep. Boom. Okay, cool. So there's our loss, another loss. So 8 wins, 2 losses. Still a fantastic day. Profit factor of 4.03. That's fine. On the free side in chat, you get my daily plan. I put out a daily plan here where I lay out the main daily levels that we're going to work off of. And then I update it in the morning that I have to. I do a bunch of free order flow stuff. You guys have seen that on the channel. You do get me for an hour and a half in the morning live on the mic where we review everything a half hour before the opens. I talk about the levels, the main levels, so you can get a hint of kind of what we do. And then I spend the rest of the entire day working with the guys on the algo and basically spend all day on the mic together. It's private. You want to come learn on that side, it's all good, right? And then I license everything on the pro side to you, to your either Sierra charts, which I prefer you guys to use, or Ninja charts if you really want to use Ninja. It's ported over there. All right, we might get a short setup here. Yes, we do. All right, so we get a long setup and a short setup there. I can just tell by how where the signals are. So we'll see if we get a short here. Typically, we look for price to reverse in here, right? But we can go deeper inside it. Well, let's take a stab at the short here. Let's see if we get a fill. See if we make that loss back. And then we'll slowly work our way into the cash session where shit'll get fun. But this is nice. This is all happening while you're sleeping, right? So there we go. We're filled on the short. We'll see if we get another win or we get a louse. I think we head into the cash session. I think we get up 1,700 bucks into the cash session somewhere. I think like one more trade here. Might be a trade, a loss, like a win, a loss, and another win. Because we're still a ways away here. So then would be like 3 more trades here. 2 wins and a loss. I forget how this goes down here. So we're short, right? We can barely even get this thing to pull back at all, right? It's tight, 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 tight. It's looking above, trying to push above. See if it pushes down here, right? We're just trying to get a 1 hour fill. That's all we're trying to do. Yes, my kid's asking me. I feel bad. I'll get him. Don't worry. I don't neglect my kid. I love him very much. Help me. Don't listen to that. Kids. Here we go. Can we get a fill here? If so, I'll just dart out for a couple minutes and give him some food and I'll let this thing play. So it's tough, right? This is a tough fill, right? We can't even get 1 hour here, a 1 hour fill here on the short. We're going to stay with it. You got to stay with it. Profit or stop. You know what I mean? See how tight it is? Oh, within a tick. Oh, look at the flirt and flirt. It's so hard for them to trade into this, into my profit target, because that's what they want to buy. They're trying to buy here. Okay. I got you, buddy. Oh man. There we go. We got a fill. There we go. All right. So we're at there we go. We're up 1,727 bucks USD. It's a good session, right? While you're sleeping, letting this thing rock and roll. We're getting close to 8:30 where we have that newsprint come in. And then things get really exciting after that. You'll see everything moving really, 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 really fast when we trade the cash session. Okay, so we got a long now, a higher long. I don't really like longing this level, but we're going to see if it holds up. We'll see if the long gets filled or the short gets filled. I forget how the rotation goes. I think we get a stop out and then we get a long. I think we get stopped here. It comes back up, fills this. We get stopped out and then we get a long. 2 longs, I think, right off here. Bang, bang. 1 right at 8:30 here. I'm pretty positive this is how this goes down. We get stopped out, but it comes back up and takes us, and then we get 2 wins in a row into 8:30. So bear with me here. It'll speed up. But even just this execution on this night is fantastic. I mean, look at those trades, right? Very, very nice, right? Tell me, buddy. Now I think we close right under here, and then it fires the short. We get stopped out, and then we get triggered on the long, and then it flips long after we get stopped out on the short, and then we nail it here. I think. Let's see what happens. See if I'm right. I think it fires the short right away. Yeah, so we're short here right away, which I don't like that close, but we'll just let it do it. Anytime you close on the level like that on a strong bullish bar, for me, what that means is that the algos are getting ready to push that level. And we should get stopped out here. And then I think we get 2 wins in a row here. We go bang, bang. So we should get stopped. So we're 9 wins and 2 losses. This is a phenomenal overnight session, doing really, really well. Swappy's killing it. Almost got stopped out there within a tick. You can see, how accurate these stops are. Right, comes up right to it, 2 ticks, pulls away from it because they're in the correct space. There we go. So we get stopped out. Now, this is how smart SwappyBot is. It realizes what's going on, and now it looks for the long. Now, why is it looking for the long here? You watch what happens here. The long is placed here for a reason I'm not going to talk about. You watch. Majority of people would be scared shitless to take this long, but Swappy knows where they're going to drill price 2 off of here. Watch. Majority would be like, why are you longing that candle? Watch. Gets filled. Looks ugly, doesn't it? Now watch what happens. Goes right back up. There's a reason. And I teach this stuff. There's a reason. It did that. So that looks terrible, right? You get filled, you're like, oh, they're just going to take me out. No, there's a reason why it does that. All right, so we're coming up to news here. Got a couple more candles to go, and then we get the news, and then stuff gets to go pretty fun here. We'll just let it rock. So we're back up to 1727. We'll see if we can get to 2250, and we'll just see how the rest of the day pans out. I think you'll be very surprised at how good it trades into the cash session as well. Even the open in the volatility, just leave it alone, let it trade. You're going to see some really good stuff here. News coming here. Boom. See how quick that was? Boom. Took the trade. In, out. Math recalculates, right? It's trying to figure out what's going on, right? It automatically does its thing. It recalculates. This is how smart the math is. Figures out what's going on in the auction. Auto adjusts. Gets us set up for the cash session. Yeah. What's it? What? NOL. OL. Good job. Espanol. Good job, buddy. Now we're drilling up. Now it's going to take a silly long here that I would never let it take, but we're going to take a loss, I think, right here. We'll just let it trade. But right now we're 11 wins, 3 losses. 78% win rate. This is phenomenal stuff, right? Majority of traders can't even come close to this, especially trading 2 straight sessions into the 3rd session. There's no way that your brain can keep this sharp, right? I know you're all superstars, but I know you're all lying because this industry has a 95% fail rate. So I know. That's why I built the automation. So I think we get smoked here on the long. Yeah. And here. So now we're 30 minutes from the open, right? We don't really want to be taking trades at this time, right? But let's just, now the fun starts. Now we're going to see how good this thing really, really is. During the cash session, 1-to-1, how do we do? We're going to take some losses. I think we end up taking only two more losses, and I think 6 wins. So let's let it play out. Pretty outstanding here. So I think we end the day with 17 wins in total. Basically 23 wins in total, 6 losses, which brings us to, I think, to 17 in total. Something like that. Winning trade 17. No, it takes 23 trades in total. And we end up with 17. There we go. So we just took a short there real quick. See that? 12 wins. Took a short right at the open. 2 seconds, right? Doesn't take long. Bang, bang. So first trade in the first second. Now let's really watch this. Watch how fast. Boom, took another one. Bang, bang. See that? Back to back. So now we're back up here. We're up 2,200 bucks. 76% win rate. So we just took two nice shorts. 13 winning trades. We're 13 and 4. Now, I don't like this short. But we'll see if it wins. Yeah, it wins. See that? But you see, it goes 4R, right? Not just 1R, it goes like 4, 5, 6R, right? But again, we're just showcasing 1R trades and how good it has to be to perform at that level, right? So now it wants the long. All right, boom, another win. Look at that. 15 wins, 4 losses. All right, we're up 2,700 bucks. Let's see if we wants another one. And a loss there. That's fine. Now this is carrying over from this. So what I like to do at the open is I'd like to clear the order queue, but we didn't this time. We're just going to let it run, right? I want to be as hands-free as possible. We're going to take the losses as they come. So I wouldn't let that take that trade normally. I would clear the order queue from the overnight setups and look forward from the open. That's okay. So we're 15 and 5, 75% win rate, exactly where you want to be. You're the top of the top if you're there. We have a nice long there sitting there. We'll see if it comes back to it. I don't like that short considering what's going on with the price action. One time framing up. Let's just let it do its thing. Like I said, we're taking the wins with the losses. I just think we take one more loss here. I think the rest of the trades are wins. But you can do the math. You can be like, man, that thing went 6R, this long worked. Well, then you would have got something ended up going up here. You can do the math, right? But I like 1R trades. I like being in, out. Just give me my ones, maybe 2 max. And just continue just to stack money, get paychecks. That's my setup along here. Yep. So once the long. I don't think we get much here until like noon. I think this thing just goes up, down, missing orders, which is fine. It's normal. And then after until like 12, it starts nailing these 1R trades here at this red line. We just go bang, 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 bang. So not so short here. I don't like this short, but let's just see. I'd rather get the long down here if it comes back down here. But let's see what it does with it. Now once this long down, long there. Whoo! So it's adapting, right? It's looking for a higher trade entry. See, we would have got, let's see if that short would have worked. Nope, we would have got stopped out. Ah, see, SwappyBot saves the day. I think we get a short up here in our rejection zone, in our reversal zone. So we always look for price to reverse up here. So normally, yeah, I got you. I'm going soon, I promise. Normally, when we're trading, even just trading this manually, we don't look for longs up here. We're looking to fade this move always. Just how the math works, right? They got to have algos have to have a place where they need to unload, right? Okay, we're short, right? Their prices become unfair. There we go. Got to fill. I got you, buddy. Just hold tight. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I promise. All right, so we got a short there. Once it's short again, we're short again. Well, this thing made, oh, there we go. 17. So we're already at 17. Maybe we took more here. I know this thing rifles off like 3 more trades here, 4 more trades. So we must take some losses in here. Okay, third trade. So you see how it took 2 shorts right there? Brilliant. I think we finally get the roll over here. Naturally, from here, we want to trade down into here. So I think this thing ends up rolling over. We don't get the third fill. Look at that. Tight, tight. Oh, by a number of ticks. Oh. Oh. No love.
Help me.
I will. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I know.
Sugar toast, please.
I'm coming.
Sugar toast, please.
I'm coming.
Sugar toast, please.
I'm coming. He's been very patient. So we're missing it. We didn't get the third entry here for the short. That's too bad. You know, a lot of times we'll trail it from up here and try to trail it. There's the target's already hit. So now we'll see if we hold this and fires the long. There we go. So now we're long. We'll see if it gets stopped out. That's a pretty aggressive bar. Nope. There's a win. There's another win. 18 wins, 5 losses. Wants the long again. And this is where we start banking 1R trades here. Watch this. Watch this rotation right here. A lot of times we're going to chop in between these two levels before it makes a decision to go higher or go lower. This is exactly what it does. Watch this. I think we get 2 or 3 off here. Just shy of the fill. Just shy of the fill. Okay, we're long. Got the fill. Just shy of the fill. See how tough it is sometimes to get a 1R fill? There we go, 1R fill. So here, if you're just like, yeah, let's go for a 4R fill, you're not adapting to what the price action is showing you, what area we're trading mathematically, right? So different areas of these levels require a different approach, right? A different I should say a different expectation. Okay, we're filled again on the long. Another win. Puts the order out again. Do we get it a third time? Or is it the one? I know we get stopped out here. It's either this one or the next one. We might get a third one, and then the fourth one we get stopped out. Wait, look at this. 1, 2, maybe 3R. Bam. Look at that. Look how awesome that is. And then we take it a 4th time, and then we get ran over. This is fine. This is all normal. So in this whole sequence, we leave with a 2R, right? 3R win, 1R loss. So I think we get stopped out here. We're at $4,000 throughout this whole 24-hour period. We've been letting this thing run. 80% win rate, 21 wins, 5 losses. I mean, what do you... If that was an MMA fighter, you'd be like, this guy is world class. So you see how close we were to getting that fill? Game of ticks, right? And then because we couldn't trade here, this market decides to turn around and sell back down to here. And then we've got a long signal still valid right here. So if it comes back down, Swappy's going to fire that order again. Taking a little bit too much time here to move to new highs. If you looked at the tape we were talking about, we saw how much of a wall that was here. So then we got stopped out. So now wants the long. So we don't take any more losses. But I believe we take at least one more win. I think. Our win rate is spectacular. 77.7% win rate. Hands off again. Code doing its thing across 3 different sessions, 3 different objectives, 3 different contexts, right? It's performing in every session, doing really, really well. Can we get a fill? All right, we're long. Ooh, one tick shy. See how close that is? See what the market does? Tell me they don't calculate off our levels. It knows what a 1R is, right? Mathematically. There we go. 1R. I think we get one more trade before this is over. Do we get one more fill here or does it take off? I might have been wrong by one trade. I thought we got the 42.50. Let me just run for a sec. No, I think this is where it takes off. All right, let's just shut her off here. I don't know what happens here. I think this thing just gets ran through, but we're getting close to 3 o'clock. We wouldn't take this trade, right? Somebody just pause it here. I don't know if I ran it through this one or not, but post 3 o'clock, we usually turn this thing off. Look at the phenomenal return here, $4,007. 22 wins, 6 losses. 17 long trades, 11 short trades. So there's a perfect balance of trades in here. Absolutely perfect. I mean, what more do you want? This is how good SwappyBot performs, right? This was made on a 1R only thing. But as you can see, it's so many trades end up going 5, 6R. There's 6R here. There's 6R here, right? There's 6R here, right? So this is totally adjustable inside SwappyBot's settings. But again, you have to come in and learn it. If you think you're just going to come in as a trader and be like, oh, I just hit play and just walk away. Nope. I don't want you anywhere near my products. All right. You got to come in here and learn what I teach. But that's it. I'm going to stop talking here. That is a phenomenal sample set of trades over a 24-hour period, hands off, letting code do the job. If you like what you see here, come drop into the room. Links in the description. If you don't, it's all good. There's a whole free side you can pop in, but if you do pop in, I'll DM you. I'll say what's up. You can ask me any questions you want. But again, there's only 100 licenses available for SwappyBot lifetime. After that, I'm just going to cut it off and work with the guys who want to get involved with this project and support it. And I'll continue doing these videos all next week and showcase you how this thing does. But every day is an absolutely phenomenal day. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go feed my kid. Ciao for now.